How's it going, guys? This is Twister, and today I'm back with another GTA Online video on the Import-Export DLC. And in this one, we're going to be taking a look at my brand new Elegy Retro Custom. But first, check out my new 60-car garage. This thing cost me $6 million for this 60-car garage. Well, actually, this is kind of 1/3 of my 60-car garage. Basically, you have like, it splits it up into 3 sections, and each section has 3 tiers. And this is what it looks like, $6 million for this. But here we go, this is the Elegy Retro Custom. I got my standard Elegy over there, and if you actually buy a new Elegy, take it into Benny's, you actually downgrade it basically, because it's obviously an older version of the Elegy, so you just pay 800k to get an older version of the Elegy. But this is my Elegy. I'm going to take it down to Benny's to show you guys all the upgrades that I've put on it. Now the cool thing about this one is obviously it's a Benny's vehicle. It's got a ton of modifications you can choose from, but the cool thing about this one is this is actually based off of a Fast and Furious Skyline. I know it's not the one you're thinking of. You're probably thinking of Paul Walker's Too Fast Too Furious Skyline, which is the R34. So if we go to the livery option, that's this one. You're probably thinking about the white or the silver and the blue Paul Walker Skyline, but this one is actually a different one. This is the Not Tonight Pizzaboy livery, and this is actually, like I said, it's based off of a different Skyline from, I think it's the first Fast and Furious. If you guys have no idea what I'm on about, I'll play the clip for you guys now.
What the hell's going on around here? Streets closed, Pizza Boy. Find another way home. Goddamn street racers.
So there we go, streets closed, Pizza Boy, and this is essentially a very similar looking livery to what is in that, I think it is the first Fast and Furious film. But I will go through and show you guys all of the upgrades and all of the customization available. So starting from the top, obviously armor and brakes, that's the usual stuff. Front bumpers, there's quite a few options here. So it's got stock, sticker bomb, then you've got like a carbon version as well. You've got an extended version, you've got a massive front diffuser there, and you've also got the canards. I wasn't really too keen on that. I just went for the painted extended. Now, I wasn't really too fussed about keeping it an exact copy of that one we just saw in the Fast and Furious. I just thought I'd go with the livery and then, you know, see what else we could do with it. But again, the rear bumpers, wasn't really too keen on these massive rear diffusers, so I just went with the simple stock version. Bumper accessories, these are quite cool. You can remove the mesh from the front bumper as well, and you can also like debadge and remove the grille. So I just went with the remove bumper mesh right there. And then intercoolers as well. You got this cool Anis logo on the intercooler. This is what the normal and the other options look like. You can get the fans on there as well, which I thought was pretty cool. But I liked the Anis logo on there the most. Chassis, here we got a few options for the headlight trim. I went with the painted headlight duct on the left, but you've got a ton of different options, painted carbon versions of all of those. For the doors, you got a couple options here. I just went with a painted wind deflectors, and then for the fenders, I just went for this is the stock one. Went for a simple twin vent on the side. You can get like a little bit of an extension on the rear or some bolt-on arches, but I wasn't really feeling those ones. I just thought I'd keep it simple with the vents. But as usual, just even going down to engine, loads of different options. Went with the primary colour there for the engine. Cam cover, just went for a secondary colour there. The primary colour and the secondary colour are just the same yellow, so it doesn't really matter which one you go for. But again, loads of options. That's what I just love about the Benny's cars. Loads of options for customization. Strut brace, just went with this polished one. Loads of options there. A lot of these are similar to the ones from the Sultan RS and the Banshee 900R, but that's great because those cars were great for customization, and I just can't believe that it was so long ago since we've had the Banshee 900R and the Sultan RS, and we've only just got some more Benny's cars. And that was my main criticism of the Cunning Stunts update. And as we go on to the rear exhaust options, loads of them. You got single ones coming out the side, twin versions as well. Just went for this single race exhaust. But yeah, going back to the Cunningtons. The main criticism was we got so many cool race cars with different race options, but none of them could be taken into Benny. So finally, we do have some new Benny's cars in this update, and the customization is just as great as it ever is in Benny's. Load of people are just loving, especially this Nissan Skyline, just the old school. So this is the grille options. You got secondary color or black. Hood. So there's quite a few decent hood options. Go back to the top now. You can do sticker bomb, which is just for me a definite no. You've got a ducted hood, vented hood, double vented performance one. That's the one that I like the most. You've got a raised performance as well, and then sort of carbon versions of all of those ones too. But out of those ones, definitely prefer the performance hood. And then some hood accessories as well. Just some little details on them, like carbon versions of all these different details you can put on the hood. Pretty nice, doesn't really affect it too much though. And then interior, again, loads of options here. The actual trim, you can put a sun strip on. Trim colour, I just kept it the yellow. I've just gone for the sort of yellow and black theme just to match the livery. And then dash, you can pretty much just strip the whole thing out to be like a race interior. But I just kept it semi-stripped to kind of just get the best of both. I thought that was the nicest. Dials, loads of options here to have different kind of dials, you know, race displays, loads of different gauges on the side as well. Doors, same again, a few different doors options, but I just like the simple stock option. Seats, there's a few options which just look the same, but then loads of different kind of like race seats as well. I just kept it the sport seats, that's the one I thought was the nicest. And then again, loads and loads of steering wheel options. The modifications themselves, they are really expensive, like 20k just for a steering wheel, and then having all of these different options for all of the customization, it soon adds up in price. I think I was at about 7 million before upgrading this car, and now I'm at 5.6 million, so it's pretty expensive. It might not seem expensive at first, but it all adds up, especially when you've just got all of these options like race yellow for the light colors, and then a roll cage as well. Didn't want to have the full thing roll caged out, so I just went with this street half cage. There you go, you can see it in the back there. Right, for the lights, obviously got these xenon headlights, and because it is a street car, you can't see it too good there. If we turn it off, you can see we got the yellow neons as well. So I didn't actually show you guys all the livery other than these two, I think. But start from the top. Obviously, you can have no livery just to have it like a very simple look. White stripes, black stripes, the Pizzaboy. I think this is one of my favourites. Obviously, a lot of people are going to go for this Paul Walker style Midnight Racer livery. But then even after that, you've got battle damage, drift missile, some proper racing liveries as well. You've got a really nice variety here. Definitely liking these liveries, but for the Pizzaboy livery, I think that is a pretty cool option. Now for plates, you can actually move the front plate to the side or completely remove it, which I don't think is an option on any other car. So I went for the left to go with that headlight duct, and then obviously license yellow and black to go with the overall colour. And then going on to the paint, so the paint job is just a simple, oh, I've lost it now, I'm pretty sure it's just race yellow, if we can find it. There we go, both the primary colour and the secondary colour is race yellow, but I think I also added a race yellow pearlescent on it, which is why it's asking me to purchase it again. So that's just the same for the primary and secondary colour. Trim colour is race yellow as we had before. There's also a few roof options. I didn't really choose to have any of these though. Like I've already got a rear spoiler, so I didn't really feel the need to go for a roof spoiler as well. Carbon versions as well of all those options. Roof accessories, roof vent. Didn't really feel it fits too well on this car, so I just left that stock. Also for the skirt options, we've got a few here. Secondary or primary colour, but they're both the same on this car. But even then, you know, just a few options there. Drift one's definitely the nicest though, in my opinion. Alright, spoilers. This is where you've got some mad options. I've just gone for a relatively simple one. It's sort of something you would see on this car, whether it's like an R33, R32, sort of like a mix between those. But we go right to the top. You can obviously have, well, the stock version is a bit like a lip spoiler, and you've got more versions of lip spoilers bolt on as well. Drag spoiler, a stock car one as well. This one's not too bad. I quite like this one. You've got a carbon version of that as well. a low spoiler with a carbon version. This is one I've got, Classic RS, also a carbon version. Wasn't feeling that one, it's a little bit too over the top in my opinion. And then these are sort of like the standard options you see on these cars. That's like the, I guess that one's like the Paul Walker Skyline as well. Muscle Killer, Driftwing, or maybe it's that one. I think that one's a little larger, maybe that's the Paul Walker one. But I think this is where it gets a bit crazy. Massive GT wing, huge one there, that's the same one you got on the Sultan RS Tarmac Attack. And then this one is just insane. Time Attack option and Street Racer. The whole like getting rid of the rear bumper, I know that's like a style preference thing, but it's definitely something I'm not too keen on. Maybe if you could have that spoiler but also have the bumper as well. But I don't know, just not really a fan of it, so I just thought I'd keep it simple with the simple spoiler. Suspension, obviously get that drop to the floor. Race transmission, turbo. So the wheels that I went for, they are kind of the same one from the movie. It's the sport option, stock rims dash VIP, and then I think the colour was, it was either a black or a grey, yeah, just like a light black colour for the rims. I don't think I did anything else with the tyres, and then to finish it off we went with the light smoke for the windows, and that is it. So there we go, we'll exit Benny's. We'll have a bit of a drive around. I really am liking this car, it's so nice. Just finally we're getting some more Benny's vehicles with a ton of modifications, because that is what these cars are all about. So much modifications and choice that you can choose from. And the performance does feel pretty decent as well. Similar to the Elegy in a way. I don't know the exact statistics in comparison to the Elegy, but it does feel pretty decent. A lot of good. LJT, man, can you please stop? Pretty irrelevant now, I'm sorry. But yeah, getting back to this car, it does feel similar to the Elegy. And then we got Simeon again. Like, these guys are just so irrelevant now we've got with this new import-export DLC. But yeah, similar to the Elegy in a way. I need to do some proper racing with it just to see and get a proper feel for it, because you can kind of get an impression of it just driving around in free mode, but to actually really understand how it feels you need to do some races. I don't know how well it'll be for drifting either. If it's like the Elegy, probably not that great. I think it's all-wheel drive as well. How do we test all-wheel drive? Just drive it up into a tree, shall we? Yeah, we got all four wheels spinning. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. I'm probably just going to drive it back into my garage. Oh yes, I need to show you guys the animation for when you drive cars back up into your garage, because it's so damn cool. You got like the lift in the center. Here we go, he's going to do it. Driving into the lift. Where's the proper lift though? The one we got in the circular lift we got in our garage. There we go. Okay, I think it glitched out a bit there, but just look at that animation. It looks so cool. So damn cool. I think we're up onto the second tier. Yeah, there we go. So, there we have it. This is our other Fast and Furious Nissan Skyline R32/R33. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the import-export DLC. Let me know what you think of this Elegy Retro Custom. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a like rating. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll hopefully see you all in my next video. See you later, guys.